Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds have mastered a genius Hollywood hijacking strategy. They've carefully created a planned persona and successfully manipulated the industry by stealing movies while retaining their power as Tinseltown's top power couple. Are you wondering how this was possible? Keep watching as we take you through a step-by-step strategy for how they steal movies. Before the rumored takeover, Blake Lively became the face of It Ends With Us. It happened just as soon as she was cast for the role of Lily Bloom, because, as it turned out, all eyes were on her. Now, if you want control, you have to take the narrative. Considering the fact that in Hollywood, you can call it the Hollywood power move, synonymous with the first move in chess, where you place the queen right in the front and center before anyone else decides to take a chance in playing. Let's dissect the events of this whole drama so you understand. Lively not only acted in the movie the whole time, but she also made sure the movie revolved around her, and even the movie's co-star and director, Justin Baldoni, was notably missed at the biggest promotional events. Allegedly, another strategic stunt she pulled was strategically teaming herself up with the author of the book, Colleen Hoover. You could compare it to a college group project where one student hogs the spotlight. While the others contribute, she takes all the credit, acting like she did all the work. In the end, no one remembers the guy who put together the slides. Lively's influence, however, went beyond showing up for the camera and the glitz and glamour. She also took control of the film's aesthetic choices. Reportedly, she had a strong input in the costume design, set visuals, and promotional material. Her face was in every single teaser and every poster. By the time the movie's thriller was released, it started to look like this was Blake Lively's movie, and every other person was just tagging along. To pull off any successful power move or heist, you have to possess a significant amount of creative control. Lively, whose alleged name for writing is well known for buttressing her on-screen projects, altered the script, including a rooftop scene she rewrote. At first, she took credit for the changes, but later, reports in the media stated that Ryan Reynolds, her partner, had written those changes. What do you think that this maneuver did? It only increased the tension between Lively and Baldoni, who reportedly pushed back on some of the revised work. It's just like showing up for a potluck with a lasagna you claim to have prepared, and somebody suddenly whispers, "Didn't your spouse make that?"
That I wanted to be a part of the storytelling, that I wanted to be a part of the narrative, whether that be in the writing, in the costume design, in creating the character.
Well, a 3-year-old video of Blake Lively surfaced where she admitted that she liked to take control of her movie projects. And in a 2022 interview with Forbes, she also admitted that she just wasn't satisfied with following directions as an actress because she wanted to be involved in everything backstage. We all agree she admitted to this, yet even when she received backlash from some directors and producers who did not just buy the idea, she did not stop. Each time she was selected as an actress for a particular role, she often changed some parts of the project. It seems that Baldoni and Lively had a tough time agreeing on changes, leading to a lot of tension between them. Later, some voice notes came out that showed him apologizing for how he reacted, calling himself a flawed man who could have dealt with things better. Unfortunately, by that point, the damage was done and couldn't be fixed. As noted before, to control the script, you need to control the narrative, and Lively wasn't going to let anyone else take charge of that. Now, this is where the entire drama began. Sources from the production team revealed that Lively's influence on the set didn't just involve script changes. According to some, the film takes a different tone, and some key moments are changed to conform with Lively's version rather than Hoover's original meaning. Some fans of the book were happy with the adaptation, while others wondered if the adaptation wasn't getting too far away from the core message the book was trying to convey. While all of this was happening, Hoover's silence about the matter only added to the mystery. You might not know this, but when it comes to Hollywood and media representation, media narratives are the order of the day. They can be weaponized against anyone. Lively and her team were accused of creating a PR strategy that cast Baldoni in a negative light. Soon after, public opinion started to change, and rumors of tension between them spread quickly. It became evident that Lively kept her distance from her co-star during press events. Not only that, just a few weeks ago, fans noticed she had unfollowed Baldoni on all social media platforms. Not following Baldoni on social media is like a public declaration of conflict, intensifying the speculation about their strained relationship. A New York Times expose came out at just the right moment, targeting Baldoni. They alleged that he was involved in a smear campaign against Lively. These messages, reportedly leaked by his former publicist, circulated widely in the media, leading to negative portrayals of Baldoni. However, Baldoni didn't stay silent. He took legal action against the Times for defamation, claiming the publication colluded with Lively to tarnish his reputation. Behind the scenes of everything that was happening, Lively allegedly portrayed herself as a victim of workplace hostility and embraced the role of a strong woman going up against a male-dominated space. Many actresses, including some of her Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants co-stars, publicly backed her up and helped build the image that Baldoni's bad behavior towards her had been going on for a while, even before they got on set. The more the story progressed, the more the film's biggest drama appeared off-screen. With sides being picked by the public, Lively decided it was finally time to take this matter steps ahead, and she went to court. But Baldoni countersued, complaining that she and Reynolds hijacked the production and wanted to stifle his career, while she complained that he not only harassed her, but he retaliated against her. The lawsuits piled up in such a way that it started to look like a messy divorce, with allegations being thrown up and down. Baldoni's suit went as far as accusing Lively of media manipulation, whilst the Lively army called the charges classic DARVO, deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender. But that was just the beginning of the legal chaos. Another twist came into play when Baldoni's ex-publicist sued him too. So, Lively received support from several Hollywood actors, like her Sisterhood co-stars, which we mentioned earlier, Hoover, and the many female actors who took sides. Baldoni, on the other hand, was denied talent agency representation and had an award taken away from him. It just sounded like a boxing match where the crowd was shouting, "Finish him!" By February 2025, the case had taken over entertainment news. Even the comedian Chelsea Handler called out the whole issue when she hosted the Critics' Choice Awards, stating it was the best distraction away from the heavier headlines. Meanwhile, Baldoni's attorney made headlines by saying he may call Taylor Swift, who was reportedly in a script meeting alongside Lively, Baldoni, and Ryan Reynolds, to testify if the case went to trial. The issue had become a legal drama that finally hit the blockbuster level, whereas the real movie did not. Following the recent media talks, a New York federal judge, Louis J. Lyman, warned the lawyers for Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni that he may postpone their hearing and trial to March 2026 if they keep talking about the case with the media. So now, both sides are on orders to abide by the New York rules of professional conduct, Section 2.10, which prevents a lawyer from making public comments that could possibly influence a jury. However, Judge Lyman also refused to sanction Baldoni's attorney, Brian Friedman, despite the Lively team accusing him of making statements that center on defamation and tarnishing her character. At the time of the It Ends With Us premiere, Blake Lively came under heavy online criticism. What was this all about? Somehow, the audience and fans were even against how insensitive the tone she used in promoting the film was. Mostly because the film tackled domestic abuse, and she wasn't doing anything to bring that to light. They also accused her of using her new hair care line, Blake Brown, and the film's release to boost sales. Later on, however, it was revealed that the launch of the hair care line was delayed because of the Hollywood strike, and in the end, it coincided with the date for the film's premiere. Lively also recounted that the public jab was part of the smear campaign aimed at her. Among the criticism was also a resurfaced 2016 clip of Lively's reaction to an interviewer that some said was snobby. On the flip side, however, fans applauded Justin Baldoni's approach to promoting the film. Now, the dust is still very much in the air, and Lively still has a couple of high-profile figures standing in her corner, along with much of the public. According to the report she filed with the California Civil Rights Department, she claimed Baldoni invaded her privacy, insisted she lost weight after giving birth, and tried to destroy her career with a PR stunt. Well, Baldoni found himself fighting an uphill battle. A website to support Justin Baldoni's lawsuit against Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds was launched by his team on January 31st. The website featured and outlined Baldoni's side of the story. The site featured a lengthy timeline of events in It Ends With Us, such as text messages, emails, and other evidence. According to Baldoni, this evidence cleared his name and showed what happened when the movie was being made. Baldoni's most significant evidence was an exchange of text messages with Lively. In this exchange, Lively told people that she had intentionally kept away from the on-set intimacy coordinator that Baldoni hired, which inadvertently forced Baldoni to deliver bad news from the meeting on his own. According to Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds scooped the movie out from under him. He also says that Reynolds threatened to get WME to cut ties with him as a client, something that happened after Lively filed her initial lawsuit. But that's not all. Baldoni also said that Lively and Reynolds had pressured him to say in a statement that it was his fault the movie had been such a mess. Baldoni, however, refused and spoke out against what he considered unfair treatment. As the saga continued, it was soon clear that it wasn't just about a movie anymore. The story was about power and control, and it would survive long enough to tell the story. But what happens next? Will the court's ruling change the way power plays in Hollywood? Can Baldoni's legal team bring in new testimonies to alter the public's view? Is there any way to rescue the damage to both their careers? What exactly does this battle paint on the image of Ryan and Blake Lively? Share your thoughts in the comments and join us next time for more fascinating stories. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.